Hello everyone, Clint here. Today I want to talk about the Galaxy Watch 4. Today I got my Classic on, but this also applies to the regular Galaxy Watch 4, and that is watch faces. Now, if you follow my channel, you know I really like to change the look of my watches, whether it's bands, full cases, such as these, or bands. But another good way to do that is specifically with watch faces. There's a lot of great watch faces on Wear OS platform, so I'm going to show the 5 that I use, continuously rotate through those, yeah, let's take a look. Let's get down here. Okay, now we got you a lot closer look here of the watch face. This is one of my favorites right here. This watch face is from HMK Watch. It is called HMK Analog.110. It just looks really sharp, I think. It has a lot of information on it. Here we go from clockwise. We got heart rate, so the last time your watch checked for your heart rate. Here we have a very interesting date dial where it gives you the date in big numbers, which I really like because I have to check the date a lot. And then around that is a cool little thing that highlights, you know, whether it's Sunday and the month, let's say, so the day of the week and the month. Really cool. It does have a sweeping second hand here. And then if we come down here to the bottom, we get total mileage. And then, of course, you get your hot buttons for settings, music, phone, and message. And then on this side, you have your total step count. And then right above that, you actually have 2 touch points that you can customize to whatever you want. And then up here, you have a world time clock right here. And then that I don't really care too much about, but it just looks cool. And then here you have another complication that you can pick. I always pick weather. I'm really addicted to be able to just look at my watch and see the weather. And then up here is a pretty cool battery gauge there. So tells you how much battery you have there. Pretty good. Let's see the settings specifically for it. If you go over to customize. Not a lot. You got the index you can have on or off, which you can just click there. And then the dial. So you can just change the dial up a little bit. As you can tell, it doesn't change too much, but something there. And then here is the complication. So here you have the 2 touch buttons that are customizable, and then your complication up here. That's pretty much it. It's pretty free of most settings. All right, so let's take a look at the always on display, and that's the always on display right there. Good looking always on display. Galaxy Watch has got to have one of the best always on displays. It really shows the whole watch face, and then once you light up, it looks great. It looks really good. Okay, let's go to the next one. Here's another one that is super classy. I really like this one. This is a classy looking watch face. This one is called the Chester Dark MOD, and you can see here it's got some hands, sweeping second hand. It gives you the steps right there, gives you a touch target right there for whatever you want. That's customizable. And then here's another touch target. As you can tell, I got Samsung Health and the timer app. And then it has the one complication up here that I also have the weather, just like the last one, because I got to have weather. Pretty cool. Let's look at the customization of this one here. You can change the background up a little bit. Not much customization here. I noticed sometimes, like on this particular one there, if you try to change the background, nothing pretty much happens there. So I think it just stays black all the time. And then the numbers, you can change the number type, as you can tell there. The nice little double digits, no numbers, double digits, or single digits. Depending on what, I for some reason really like the double digits on this one. And you can change the hands. The hands don't change much on this. It's really subtle. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it goes from like a white to a light gray to even a lighter gray. I just pretty much leave it there. And then here's all the complications you can change. You have those 2 touch targets right there that are customizable, and then you have 2 complications here that you can adjust if you want to. And of course, we'll look at those real quick. This is the standard Samsung Galaxy Watch touch targets you can do. And like I said, I always do, there's a ton of these in here. I always have at least weather on mine. Weather. So that is the Chester Dark MOD. Nice looking watch face. One of my favorite ones you probably see in a lot, you see in a lot of my videos is this next watch face. This one is the again from HMK Watch. It's HMK Analog.110. This is just a classy, sharp looking, looks like a traditional watch face. It has a very interesting sweeping second hand that goes across or around the dial, which is really cool. And then it has complication here, a couple complications. You got your date and day, and then you have a couple complications there. I just really like it. It's really sharp looking watch face. It has a good AOD, as you can tell right there. That one looks really good. And it has a bunch of colors. One thing I like about this one is when I customize the colors, you can see it's going to have like that blue, then it's like a purplish color, then a raspberry color, a red, that dark brown. It's actually brown. Not sure how that comes across the camera. A green, and then that dark gray color, and then a little bit brighter gray color. So I really like that because sometimes I'll like to match the color of my watch face with the my watch band or something like that. So that's pretty good there. And then the only other thing you can adjust is just the one complication. So these ones are set the way they are, and you can adjust that one complication. But let's see here. Let's get it in the nice red so you can get a good look at how that looks. There you go. So yeah, nice looking watch face. Really like it a lot. All right, let's move on to the next one here. This one here is called the SH001 Electronic. This is just a cool old school. I always have like an old school looking watch face on par if I want to switch to that, because it looks pretty neat, and it just goes well with some things. Like especially I like to wear this one when I'm wearing like my gray case. It just goes really cool with that. So anything like that's good. But this is a digital one, and it gives you a battery percentage and then your last heart rate, and it's got some touch targets here for music, and it also gives you like your power here and then your steps down here, and then a little bit, a couple touch targets here. Not too much going on with this one. There's not a lot of complications, and there's no weather, which definitely bugs me. So I only use this one at certain times, but I do switch to it just because I like the way it looks. Looks really cool. And if you go to the settings here, you can change the color. As you can, you can get like the cool old school light up version. You can get like an orangey kind of color, a green kind of color, a yellow kind of color. It just depends on what you're looking for there. I think it's pretty cool. And let's see, I just kind of like the grayish color personally there. And then here's the complications, but these are actually touch targets, so they're not really a complication. It's just a touch target that'll open something very specific here. Let me click on one here. Let's say daily activity, and then hit OK. And now, see, now you have that touch target there, but it's going to pop up whatever you had it on. Oh, now it's going to choose the app. Oh, that's weird. I don't know why they do that sometimes. It's really strange. Anyways, that's the last one of those, and let's go to the next one now that I like to use. And this one is the stock Samsung version. This is the only stock one I have here on the list. I really like this one. I like the minimalism of it. I like the black background, and then the color that you can choose for the text. I love orange, so this one allows me to get orange, but you got some complications up here: your battery, your date, your weather, your steps, and then just a big bold time. So if you need something like that, you just need to see the time nice and bold. That is the way to go right there. So let's take a look at the customization of this one. You got the background color, which I always leave it as black as possible, but you can go pretty crazy on it. So that's up to you. And yeah, so then I don't like that gray, I like the black. And then you come over here, and then you can pick the font color, so you can change this color, the actual color to the time, and it gives you a lot of different variations, quite a few. I mean, I'm really clicking the hell out of this, and it's yeah, changing a lot there. So let's see if I can get it back to where I had it. Where did I have that at? Like right there. And then the next setting over is complication. So you can choose your 4 complications here. So that's really good. And then you hit OK, you're good to go. So that's a nice looking watch face. Yeah. So these are the 5 that I use almost all the time. Really good watch faces. Most of these, except for the built-in Samsung one, do have a cost to them. I will leave links in the description to them specifically, but they're, your standard $1.50 for a watch face. I have no problem paying for a watch face because I do use them. So I'll leave links for those. So anyways, thanks for staying to the end, and I will see you on the next one.